A baby in a bag, yo. What kind of shit is going on out here?
And she was sitting outside. It was moving. We didn't know what it was.
Where on earth did you find the child?
Right in the back of the house over here.
That's what
It's right here. She was really nasty.
The baby was in a bag?
She had
Still got stuff on her head, too.
Yeah,
Been out here
It's all right.
at least 2
Yo,
days.
we
Who the
opened the
fuck
bag.
did that?
I seen that head, so I ran over there. I'm like, a baby was in there?
It's one of the most horrendous crimes that the state of New York has ever encountered.
Yeah.
An 8-month-old baby is found inside
Like,
of a
you know what I'm
plastic
saying?
grocery bag behind a
Shit, when I picture that, at least I picture like, at least in the movies, how it go, like, they at least put the baby in the little car seat, you know what I mean? Put a little cover over it, drop it off on somebody's porch. You didn't even do all that. You just didn't give a damn, but just bag, like,
house in an Elmira neighborhood. Although police would be shocked to learn that she has miraculously survived. In this never-before-seen footage, authorities will discover the unimaginable horror that was forced upon the innocent child, along with the sadistic monster who would commit the unthinkable. The summer heat is beginning to creep in on August 8th, 2017, when Elmira authorities summer heat is beginning to creep.
It's August too. This not even like no spring, winter, late winter. This is straight summer, straight heat, 100 degrees. August. Oh, you a monster.
Been on August 8th, 2017, when Elmira authorities respond to the horrifying 911 call. A baby has been found all alone.
A baby in a bag, yo. What kind of shit is going on out here?
We found her over here, excuse me.
Yeah.
If you could do me a favor, just don't touch that bag.
Can I grab from the towel?
Yeah.
Yeah. The baby breathing? Yeah.
Yeah, she's breathing. She's very hungry, though.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have children in my home.
No. Thank you for your help. Thank you.
Shout out to you, ma'am.
I know. Hold on.
Shout out to you.
And she's pale.
Very pale.
I've got her eyes to open and are closed.
You did. They were closed.
Yeah, and I got them open.
Thank you.
Honey, I have kids of my own. Just sorry, but
That's it.
Hey, shout out to you. You probably showed that baby more love than her mother ever showed her in her life. I promise.
I never had feet before in my life. A precious baby.
Yeah,
look
absolutely.
what we found.
So when did this all just happen? Just now, huh?
Just now.
Just not even like 15,
We didn't know what it
10
was. We
minutes
didn't know it was that dog.
Would you be able to show me exactly where
Yes.
you found the baby?
Yeah.
The woman leads the officer outside, where she discloses a most
I just
heartbreaking
playing,
revelation.
Ooh, no, right over there.
Damn, that
Right
shit.
here?
I can't even see. Hold up. That shit, I'm trying to be all light skinned and shit. You know, I done got blinded by the sun, my nigga. I can't even see the video now. Damn, hold up. Take back. Oh. You know how to be a little dot in the middle of your eyes? I can't even see.
Yeah.
I should have fully been advised of that.
Right here.
I'm talking about early.
You smell like straight. You
I
can
am.
smell the in the past.
That's what I, yeah.
It's right
They
here.
were told
She's
actually.
right
Right here in this area.
Now, what if they had a dog or something, bro?
here. It's really nasty, pissy.
Expensive.
She had.
Still got stuff on her head, too.
Yeah.
Been out here
It's all right.
at least
Yo,
2 days.
let me talk to the officer.
Go back.
All right?
I don't want nobody thinking we stole a child or nothing. I just found it.
No.
I heard it for 2 days.
Amen, baby.
How you heard the baby for 2 days in
I
the
didn't hear the
bag?
baby at all.
No, I didn't hear it in the bag. I just heard the cry. I was around the corner.
See, that baby be dead by now. It was in the bag for 2 days.
The ambulance won't find it. The ambulance
2
won't figure it
days?
That's crazy. Somebody want to do that.
out. That thing scared me, man.
Poison ivy or
Something right her face, right?
Yeah, right. Or one eye looks
Yeah,
like
like
her
did
whole
she
eye.
get
seen
hit or
her.
something or what?
It looked almost like a rash, and the rash swelled up the
I don't
eye.
get it,
She
bro.
was working on her. I could see it all down her chest.
So you actually had heard this noise for about 2 days' time?
Many of the residents believed the crying sounds to be that of a baby inside of someone's home, while others thought it to be an animal. However, the horrific truth is that someone had callously abandoned the child outside. But investigators aren't too far off of the monster's trail, where every twisted secret will inevitably come to light.
It's only in the morning.
We need to find that thought immediately. We not letting her get away with this, cuz, you know what I'm saying? She got to be handled. Joining the red right there, you got to fight her or something, you feel me? She needs some repercussions, bro, because that's crazy. There's so many other choices you had. You could have set the baby up for adoption. You could have gave it to her grandma, a family member, something. But you didn't have to do that, bro.
hear it. And I didn't think nothing of it because you hear babies cry all the time.
Okay. Was there something that stuck out about this?
It just the same kind of cry at the same time for 2 mornings in a row. So
Two mornings in a row? Yesterday morning and then this morning?
No, yesterday morning. Well, today would be the 3rd day.
It's an utter miracle that the child has survived after being abandoned for 3 days. Clearly, she would have suffered a different fate had she not been rescued when she was.
So you were up on the porch?
No food, no nothing, no drinks.
They like, yo, you see that over there? I'm thinking it's just a bag of garbage. They said it's moving. I'm like, it's not moving. They thought it was the dog. He opened the bag. I seen that head, so I ran over there. I'm like, a baby was in there?
I see the leg.
You seen the leg?
The baby is quickly rushed to the hospital. It's a heartbreaking scene to watch as medical staff do everything in their power to help the little girl who is fighting for her very life.
No fight. No fight at all. She's just laying there. Asleep or I don't know. Right. Yeah, one there looks like it's swollen shut. He says he talked to a guy down there that said he was hearing
off and on, baby crying for 2 days, so it's very well could have been out there for that long. I mean, I don't know.
Fix told it, you know, she was covered with bugs. Yeah. Feces and
well, that's what's scary.
Feces and everything else. So.
Back at the house, officers continue talking to the horrified residents of the neighborhood, hoping to uncover any bits of information as to who might have committed such an evil crime. Soon, they're met with a shocking discovery.
They was staying there. Her name is Harriet. She just had a baby.
That's all I'm trying to find out. That's all I want to see is what's the lady that did it. You know what I mean? She gotta catch a switch to the face, bro. I don't care. I'm not showing her no sympathy. You feel me? I mean, she gotta go, cuz no.
Months ago. I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago. I'm not really sure. Harriet? Yeah, her name's Harriet.
Pistol whip something.
Authorities now have somewhat of a lead. However, there isn't too much to go on yet. But that will quickly change when someone else makes their way onto the scene.
Get home.
Did they tell you why?
My daughter told me that they found a little girl in the backyard. And I said, maybe she'll come.
Yes. We need to find out who the baby is, who the parents are.
This is Shirley, the owner of the house where the baby was heartlessly abandoned. She tells investigators that her daughter, Jody Forrest, currently lives in the home. However, Shirley also explains that a Daniel Forrest also resided in the house at one point, although it's unclear if he and Jody are separated or divorced. Nonetheless, this will go on to play a large role in tracking down the sadistic culprit. With the little information they have, police eventually discover their lead suspect to be 17-year-old Harriet Hoyt. The teenager is from Sayre, Pennsylvania, but investigators are now wondering if she may have taken a trip to Elmhurst.
Oh, nah, this you? My baby. I'm not gonna lie. I got a couple things to say about you. First things first. I don't know how you even got pregnant, my baby. Whoever the boys that cracked that and dumped in that, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. Don't ever show your face another day in life again. My nigga, go MIA, bro. Move to a different country. You know what I'm saying? You should be ashamed of yourself, gang. Second, my baby, you 17 years old. So that already tell me everything I need to know about you. You a thought. You a thought. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even have been getting pregnant anyway. You wasn't even ready to be a mother. You know what I mean? You just being all fast, throwing your ass, probably fucking for money. You know what I mean? You that type doing, I can tell. Ew, what the fuck? Niggas don't be having standards nowadays, gang. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Niggas really don't be, the bar is low as shit. Damn. We gotta find her though, bro. Nah, bro. Find her.
Pennsylvania, but investigators are now wondering if she may have taken a trip to Elmira, New York, with the most sinister agenda in mind.
No, find the baby dad too, because I want to rumble him. Even if he's the one that did it, I want to rumble him just for cracking some shit like that and dumping in that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta teach him a little lesson. I gotta act like I'm his pops, give him some discipline, bro. Because your standards too low, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
First, yeah, she's in
dehydrated.
Time in a bottle of infant right now, but there's still whipped cream maggots out of her eyes.
Still.
That's right. They found
Damn.
They did this.
What the fuck?
That's the truth.
Oh, you guys gonna get him?
Yeah, everybody feels that way. This ain't right.
We find it. We gonna
Ride
find
the
that
lightning
thought.
on this one.
Yeah.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Brother, no, you can put it on the porch, put it in the supermarket, to the police station. You put it way back there in there. You wanted that baby that died.
At the hospital, medical staff continue attending to the child's wounds. However, they're still in absolute shock due to the incomprehensible situation at hand. But the suspect can only stay hidden for so long, and the truth is just moments away.
Was this a plastic garbage bag, paper bag?
That's what I was told. It was a plastic garbage bag.
Obviously, it wasn't closed, so it shouldn't be. What kind of monster would do this?
During this time, an officer makes a baffling discovery when he locates Harriet's Facebook account. On it is a shocking and disturbing post.
What's that her?
But it's 12:30 a.m. That's yesterday, just after midnight.
Right. So she could have just posted it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's she
Puts
post?
a smile on his face.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn. Found her.
In a horrific revelation, authorities learned that Harriet had supposedly posted a picture of her own child just 1 day prior. That child would turn out to be 8-month-old Sabrina Hoyt, the baby who was seemingly left for dead. However, what makes this all the more disturbing is the fact that Harriet uploaded the picture while Sabrina was inside of a plastic bag, all alone, nowhere near her mother. It seems like the teenager may have done this in an attempt to throw off suspicion, but it only goes to show her cruel and callous nature. Eventually, authorities were able to track down the 17-year-old mother, who quickly made a horrifying confession. She told investigators that she'd asked her stepmother to drive her and Sabrina from Sayre, Pennsylvania to Elmira, New York, in order to visit Jody on August 5th, 2017. She further states that she informed her stepmother that Jody had reportedly left the back door open for Harriet and Sabrina to enter the home. However, this is a bold-faced lie. Once the teenager and her daughter were at the house, they sat on the back porch before Harriet made a phone call to her friend, Alexis Shadow. But the conversation supposedly turned volatile, in which Harriet became upset. In her police statement, she confessed, "I was already stressed and depressed prior to this, and this argument did not help me. I think I snapped and I didn't want to do anything physically to harm Sabrina because of my anger. I decided that I needed some time away from Sabrina, so I decided to walk away from her. Before I left, I decided that I wanted for Sabrina to be safe, so I placed her into a garbage bag so she wouldn't get cold or rained on. I then took the bag with Sabrina in it and placed it over near some bushes in the backyard area. I stayed with Jody throughout the weekend, and I never told anyone what I did to Sabrina. Apparently, she left Sabrina between the hours of 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. In addition, Harriet states that she informed people that Sabrina's father was taking care of the child for a couple of days. But the heartbreaking truth remains that Harriet heartlessly abandoned her child. The 17-year-old mother was taken into custody and charged with attempted murder in the second degree. Thankfully, Sabrina would make it out alive of the unthinkable horror. In December of 2017, Harriet pleaded guilty to attempted murder in the second degree and was later sentenced in February 2018 to 9 years in prison, in addition to 5 years of post-release supervision.
We need more. We need more in prison, bro. Nah, at least 15. I'm gonna give her at least a good 15 ball in there, bro. Nah, bro, she gotta know what she did, bro. And then also for her being dumb as shit, she talking about, oh, I need time away from the baby. I ain't even gonna call you my baby because you can't be my baby. You know what I mean? You's a scumbag. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? If you talking about you need time away from the baby and you put the baby out there, by the time you try to come back, the baby might be gone. So how are you getting time away? It's not like you were planning on coming back and the baby just being there, sitting there chilling like, huh? Then if you wanted time away, you could have gave the baby to anybody else, your stepmom, the baby dad, or anybody. You dumb as shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You done piss me off. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's why I say, man, all I say to the fellas out there, bro, is raise your standards, bro. Make sure if you having sex with a girl, bro, anytime you having sex with a girl, especially if you hitting it raw, like Cuz was, like Jody or whatever his name was, it's a chance she might get pregnant. So don't just be out here cracking any thoughts raw. You get what I'm saying? Because if that end up being your baby mom, then you cooked, gang. You gonna have a baby mom like her, terrible mom. Don't even, you know what I mean? She's just a 17-year-old thought. She don't know what she doing. You feel me? She wasn't even ready to have no kids. You know what I mean? It'd be crazy, bro. So make sure if you is gonna be hitting it raw, make sure it's a good woman that will be a good mom. You know what I mean? But If she look like her, just don't even hit it off rip, bro. Cause you just a nasty nigga. You get what I'm saying? You ain't even got no respect for yourself. Hitting stuff like that, you don't have respect for yourself. You know what I mean? I know how it be. I'm a man. I know. You know what I mean? You get a little horny sometimes. You know what I mean? But you got bitches, they ain't answering the phone tonight. You like, damn. What it is, that one little thought that she gonna give it up easy. You feel me? As long as I smoke her up, roll her up a little 3.5, she gonna give it up easy. No, you gotta control yourself. We must stay focused, my nigga. You feel me? Discipline is key. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Hey, man, that's the end of this video, though. If you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead, drop a comment down below. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. And comment down below, man. How y'all feel about this situation? It was a crazy one. And guess what? We're going to catch y'all in the next one.